Growing up, I never really worried about what was going on in the societal issues around me. I was too busy playing with my Barbies, bossing around my little sister, to pay too much attention to those problems. But all this changed as I was growing up. I started putting my Barbies down, bossing my sister a little less, and started paying more attention to the news and current events going on in the country. That's when topics such as prison, solitary confinement, and more notably, mass incarceration caught my eye. I wanted to know more about it. That's when I went on my computer, searched it up, and the results were shocking. Mass incarceration is one of the biggest problems in America that's being faced then and now. What is mass incarceration and its history? What effect does it have those in prison and their families? And what effect does it have on the American society? And how can we help? According to Vox, mass incarceration started as a way to combat the uprising in crime in the 1970s, which also influenced harsher laws on crimes such as the possession of drugs, the selling, distribution of drugs, robbery crimes, and much more. But as crime rates decreased throughout the years, mass incarceration just grew even more. The ACL notes that the U.S. has 25% of the world's prison population. Around 67% of people of color make up the prison population, according to the Sentencing Project. And people of color are more likely to receive longer prison sentences compared to their white counterparts. All these factors influence just noted affect prisoners and their families. And the article written by Prison Policy, titled Mapping Disadvantages, the Geographic Incarceration in New York, found strong correlations between incarcerated individuals and their education. They found that more than half of formerly incarcerated people's high school education was cut short, which links to lower literacy, higher rates of having learning disabilities, which makes it harder for formerly incarcerated individuals to find a job and increases the rates of homelessness and of reoffending. The EPI notes that children of incarcerated individuals are more likely to drop out of school, misbehave, suffer from homelessness, and much more. This is seen through Tommy's story on the Washington can. He went to prison for 8 years for robbery, got out of prison, tried to get his life together, but he didn't have the tools to do it, which caused him to reoffend, end up getting 5 life sentences, which caused his kids to grow up without their father. We, as taxpayers, pay $80 billion per year according to Vox. This money could instead be spent helping and reintegrating incarcerated individuals back into society rather than putting more individuals in prison. This can also help decline the rate of mass incarceration in the U.S. In closing, incarceration is a big problem in the U.S. that affects the prisoner, their family, and the way we as a country deal with this problem. We need to help resolve the problem rather than add more to it. That's why we should help individuals such as Tommy reintegrate themselves back into society and help them become well-adjusted citizens. Thank you.